I have been praying and praying, crying out for God to deliver me. Why am I still in bondage? Pastors, deacons, teachers, evangelists, spirit-filled believers are in bondage to drugs, alcohol, sex, pornography, and a number of other addictions. I'm here to give you one simple step on your road to deliverance. It can be a shameful and embarrassing thing to be dealing with an addiction that you've been praying to God for years of your life to be delivered from, and to feel like you've got no answers. I myself was addicted to sex and pornography for probably more than half of my life. Let me encourage you with this one simple step. Your obedience always precedes your deliverance. If you remember Naaman the Syrian who was suffering with leprosy, he went to Elisha to ask for deliverance, and Elisha gave him steps of obedience that would precede his deliverance. Peter and John met the lame beggar at the gate. The beggar asked him for money. Peter gave him specific directions for him to obey that would precede his deliverance. First he told him to take up his bed, then he told him to walk. Even Jesus, when he forgave the woman caught in adultery, he gave her specific instructions for her to obey. He said, now go and sin no more, or it will be worse for you than before. God told Israel, he said, if my people who are called by my name would first humble themselves, pray, seek my face, then turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, I will hear their land, and I will forgive their sins. It was only then that they would be delivered. The Bible tells us, first resist the devil, and then he will flee. Family, there are many of you out there who are crying out to God for deliverance, but yet not taking the first step of obedience. Some of us out there, we claim to be struggling, but the fact is we're not struggling. We're just plain old disobedient. Remember, there are always small steps of disobedience that lead up to your final destination. For example, if I wanted to pick up a bottle of alcohol, first I've made up in my mind that I was going to pick it up. Secondly, I reached out my hand to grab it. Thirdly, I grabbed it, I put it to my mouth, I drank it, and I kept drinking until I got drunk. These are all small decisions that could have been avoided if I would have made the better decision to obey God. We can all be more proactive to resist temptations and to throw off those weights that so easily entangle us. Know what sets you off. You don't have to go to that particular place. You don't have to take that particular route. I don't need a smartphone. There happened to be a point in my lifetime when smartphones didn't even exist and I was just fine. Oh, but I need Google Maps. Don't you learn how to read a map? Are you putting people around you that can hold you accountable? Are you surrounding yourself with the wrong people? We don't have to watch that television show. We don't have to welcome all the evil into our homes for the sake of a few laughs. You don't have to work that job that keeps you away from home, from your wife, and from your family for that amount of time. And if you work that job, you don't have to work that position. Your computer doesn't have to face a wall where nobody else can see it. You don't have to be up at night when everybody's sleeping. Remember, the freaks come out at night, and the devil does too. We should want to make it to heaven by any means necessary. Desire to be a person with no secrets. Some of you out there, you may be in bondage and you may be seeking deliverance. Let me encourage you that you are not a victim. You are an overcomer. You are a conqueror through him who loved you. Start with the power that he's giving you. God has already given you all the power you need within you to deliver you. He's given you his spirit. To him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think, according to the power that is at work within us. We have the power to obey. So let's obey Yahweh. I love you, but Jesus loves you more.